Welcome to DEMOCREPUBLIX, where we cover the real news that matter to we the people. Gun advocates see registry and confiscation coming to Virginia. Despite the expansion of gun sanctuaries to a record 130 Virginia towns and counties Wednesday covering most of the state, foes of gun control legislation speeding through Richmond are raising new fears they will be forced to register weapons, a move that would lead to confiscation. Second Amendment lobbyists and advocates reviewing the initial gun control moves by a state Senate committee credit the exploiting sanctuary movement for forcing Democrats to accept some compromises, including a less strict universal background check and delay in introducing a ban on assault weapons. But they are concerned that even watered down gun control legislation will eventually lead to broader restrictions and bans. That's because we've seen this before in history. Quote, "There's no doubt that the sanctuary movement has the Democrats concerned. Just too soon to know where things are going," said Philip Van Cleve, who runs the grassroots advocacy group Virginia Citizens Defense League. Quote, "We are very glad to hear that the sanctuary efforts are sending a big signal, but we were very disappointed to see what passed out of the committee on Monday," said Eric Pratt, Senior Vice President of Gun Owners of America. The sanctuary movement collected its 130th endorsement on Tuesday. It reaches nearly every suburban and rural area of the state. Gun advocates are planning to flood the state capitol on Monday, traditionally Citizens Lobbying Day. They are eager to turn back bills okayed so far, though Democrats have said they plan to stand firm, claiming that gun control promises helped them take control of the legislature in the 2019 elections, and that's untrue. The National Rifle Association conducted its lobbying day Monday when the Senate Judiciary Committee approved several new restrictions, including a universal background check, a limit on handgun purchases, and other regulations alien to the formerly gun-friendly state and home to the NRA. Quote, "The NRA is focused on encouraging our members and supporters to be active and engaged with their legislators from the first day of session to the last. Indeed, the NRA will have a strong presence at the Capitol throughout the legislative session. But it's the voice and presence of our members that carry the most weight with lawmakers," said Catherine Mortensen, NRA spokesperson. While some gun advocates saw promise in changes made to the gun control legislation, Pratt told Secrets that he is worried that once approved, lawmakers in the future will tighten rules on gun owners. I agree with that. It's a way to open the door so they can go ahead and once they get you in the registry, they know where the guns are and they can come confiscate it from you. Quote, "Among other things, the universal background check bill will ensure that every gun sale in Virginia had a Form 4473 attached to it," he said, referring to firearms transactions record that gives information to the federal government. Quote, "Virginia could be sucked up into the de facto National Gun Registry," he said. He also hit a plan to require that semi-automatic rifles like ARs are be registered but not banned. This will also mean that if semi-automatics are ever made unlawful in Virginia, Governor Ralph Northern's SWAT teams could have a handy list of homes to raid. This is exactly why they're doing it in New Zealand. And it's exactly what has already been done in California and New York. Gun confiscation was preceded by registration, he added. And history proves it to be true. For them to confiscate guns, they got to know where the guns are. So they want you to come and register your guns so they know how many guns you have. So when they come pick them up, they know how many to pick up. The whole thing is a setup. I don't believe in any of this in any part of these new laws that they're trying to bring about. The gun registry or the one gun per month thing, none of those things. It wouldn't do anything to help curb the shootings anyway. But let me know what you think. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, subscribe, and check out DEMOCREPUBLIX.com for the latest in news. Until next time. We living on a alien nightmare. We living on a alien nightmare.